necessarily freehanded it. I kind of really followed that pattern. Can you hear me now? Because you're in the way all the time. I think it's cute. Just on the floor, but now it's just dirty and gross. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Casey, the owner of Craze Crochet. In today's video, we're going to be making some birthday gifts for my husband. His birthday is on the 20th, and so today is January 6th, so we have quite a bit of time to make him some stuff, but I wanted to go ahead and get started. I have 4 crochet ideas that I want to make him. One is, I think it's called a trapper hat. I could be saying that wrong completely, but Cameron Kane just came up with this pattern over the Christmas season, so I wanted to make him one. He has a couple of these hats and he loves them, so I decided that I could make him a crocheted one. She also released a pattern on YouTube, so I'll be using that pattern. I've also seen this Grim Reaper gear shift cover that I think would be perfect for his S2, and then a long time ago I saw this really cute headphone like little accessory. It's basically the Krusty Krab hat. I think it's so cute. I think it'd be perfect for his headphones that he uses while he's gaming. And then the fourth one, I really want to make him a tapestry piece. I was thinking either he plays poker with my dad and all of his friends every Friday, so I wanted to make him either I was thinking the Jack or the 9 card on a tapestry, or if somehow possible, I think he said he liked the 3/9 card thing. I don't know, but something of that type of style is what I was thinking of doing. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do that one yet, but that's the goal. I know for a fact the first 3 I'll definitely be able to do. The fourth one might be a little weird, but that's the goal. I have until the 20th. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of time, so I'm not too stressed out about it. I do want to get started today, at least with 1 item, maybe even 2. I'm assuming the headphone accessory will be really fast because it's super tiny, so I think I'm going to start with that. So I found this pattern for the headphone accessory. I can't find it here on Etsy, but I know I took a picture of it. It's not in normal US terms, but I'm assuming I can figure it out because of my crochet history, so I'm almost positive I'll be fine with that. Where is the bottom? I hate this new freaking iPhone update. Okay, there we go. So this is the one. I'm gonna try to find it again. I just have a picture of it. I want to see if I can find the actual person who made this pattern, but I'm just gonna kind of reference it and hopefully it all works out. That's my hope for that one. That is what I think we're gonna start with right now, and I am doing this in acrylic yarn, so we just need some white, some light blue, I think that's black, yeah, black, and then is it a different blue or is that two I think that's 2 different blues. I don't know, let me actually look. Some references. It's crazy how there's not really that many references for that. I feel like that should be a popular one. It looks like it's in 2 different blues. Tell me if I'm wrong. It looks like 2 different blues. So I'm gonna pick out those colors. I think because no, it is the same blue in the actual like SpongeBob episodes. But on here it looks different. It might just be because of the shadow. Okay, so we're gonna do light blue, a white, and then black. And then we should be good. Okay, so I got the colors picked out, just a normal black, a white. And then I'm gonna use this Big Twist Value. What color are you in? Sky blue. So that's what we're gonna use. I am hoping this will be fine. I should figure out what language this is under, and maybe I can like reference it. I think this is so cute. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so basically finished the hat for the most part. I just need to put it together. So it'll be like that. I'm going to put the little anchor and then the little black dot on top of it. And then somehow fold it so that it looks like that. So that I guess like it'll look like that. I don't know if you can tell what that looks like, but that's the goal. I made it originally based on the pattern, but this is like way too big, like way too long in a way, right? I didn't like that. So I made it a little smaller, and even this might be a little too small. I think I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, we're just gonna keep this one. Oh, should I? I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself again. But this I just feel like is too long. Maybe not. Maybe now that I'm looking at it again. Okay, we're gonna keep with the bigger one. Alright, well, made that for no reason. But I'm gonna sew these together. I'm not sure how I want to put it around the headphones, so I grabbed this headphone. This is like how it would look. I just don't know how I'm going to attach it. I was gonna do like a long chain, but then you have to like maneuver the top of the hat, and I don't want so much stretching for the top of the hat, because then you're gonna start really seeing the holes. So I need to figure that out. Figure out how I want to do that. I can maybe do like a button somehow. Maybe I put like a button back here, right? And then a chain here, and then boop. And then it could... Is this making sense? Are you understanding what I'm saying? So button here. We'll do a chain from the front, and it'll go all the way around and then attach to the button here. That's what I'm thinking. We're gonna try it out, see what happens. I'm gonna do some more research to see other headphone accessories, see if there's another way to do it. But that is what's gonna be next, is attaching all this and then somehow adding it to the headphone. Okay, I think I have it. It's completely done. I think it's so funny. We have a little bit of a tilt for the top, or the tip of the hat, I guess you can say. So I don't necessarily know how he uses these headphones. I don't know if it'll be in between these two or completely take both of them. I'm not sure how he uses these. But either way, it should work. I'm gonna put it on and show you guys. Come on! That's hilarious. Oh, hold on. This is so funny. Oh, he'll love it. 100%. I don't know if he'll use it, really, but I know he'll love it. It's perfect. I'm so happy. I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous because I was struggling with the curve of the bill, but I'm happy I was able to get it curving the way I wanted it to. And then we got the details, the anchor. I added the little the black dot on the tip top of the hat, but this one is done. Oh my goodness, I think it's so cute. And then I did just do a little button, so I added a button onto here. There's a little strap underneath, and then it fits perfectly. Oh, I love it. And so I think the next project is going to be the hat. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do, because this I didn't necessarily freehanded it. I kind of really followed that pattern. I just added the little strap onto there. It didn't really tell you anything. Okay. It didn't really say anything about the details, so I just kind of looked at it and followed it that way. You're in the way. Do you realize that? That's why you're being held right now. That's why. Because you're in the way all the time. Oh. But I think what's next is I want to do the trapper hat. Oh my god, I really need to look to make sure I'm saying this right. UE2B. Yeah, it is called a trapper hat. Oh, I didn't realize you guys were still on. So it is a trapper hat.
Hi guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be...
So I'm going to start on this. I know I brought it. This fluffy yarn. This is the Yarn Bee. I'm gonna take my dog out. Okay, so the trapper hat. We're gonna be using this yarn from Yarn Bee. It's the For the Moment, I think in the color Wolf. Is that what it says? Yeah. So I have a solid black of this yarn in the color black. He already has a full black one, and then he has brown fur lined, and then the outside of it is black. So I was like, why don't I just make a full gray one? So I have this gray. I also have... No, that's like brown. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to use. And then I was thinking a dark gray for the top of the hat is what I'm thinking. So I have these two colors. I think that's a lot lighter. So I have these two colors. I know this one isn't technically a dark gray, but it's a little bit speckled. This is what it looks like. And then I just have a plain dark gray. But I think the dark gray looks better than the light gray, especially in the camera. But I think I'm gonna go with the dark gray. I also have more of it. I think this should be fine, because it's just like the top of it is the acrylic, and then the rest of it is this. And I have 2 skeins. I have 4 skeins of this one, so I have definitely enough. But this is what we're gonna make. I'm very excited. Again, this one is a pattern from Cameron Kane. It's a YouTube pattern, so it's free. I'm just gonna follow her pattern, and I probably will have to make it bigger because she's a girl and most likely has a smaller head than my husband. But I do have some of his hats here that I can kind of just reference, so I'm hoping that I can get it to fit him somewhat decently. Okay, so I went into my husband's stuff and grabbed one of his trapper hats. So this is I think the first one that he got. So I just want to measure. I think that looks pretty good. I think if I go maybe any bigger, it might be a little too much. I don't know. Honestly, I think that's fine. I think I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, I'm gonna stop here. For what I'm doing for my trapper hat, I am using just acrylic yarn. She uses a different type of yarn. I think it's thicker. I can't remember which yarn she's using. So I just doubled up my acrylic yarn. I am using a 5.75, a 5.7, yeah, a 5.75 hook. So that's what I'm using with this doubled. And then I already know I like to use a 4mm for acrylic yarn. So that's just what I'm going to use when chaining and adding the hats and everything. And adding the buttons, my bad. But this is how far I've gotten. I went up to 4 double crochets and then an increase. And then I'm just going to go down a couple more rows. I don't even know how many rows. Maybe like 5. Think about 5. We'll see. I'll let you know. Okay, so update on the trapper hat. The acrylic part is basically done. I did it the same way as this one that my husband already has. The only difference is I brought this part down. So for her pattern, you would do like the head part of it and then separately add the little earmuff part. But you can see that I kept going around back and forth through most of the hat instead of just doing the ear flaps and not doing this part. So I added a little bit to it just to make it a little bit more like my husband's hat. And so all that's left, or what's next, is to add the fluffy yarn from the inside and then doing the same exact thing that I did for the bottom. So it's pretty easy repetition. I'm enjoying it. So I'm just gonna add the fluffy yarn and then see what else is next. Haven't really gone through the pattern. Usually, well, I guess I wouldn't say usually. I don't normally like go through the pattern before I make it. I kind of just, why do my bangs always look like that? I know I complain about my bangs every single video, and I'm sorry. But I'm just gonna go with the fluffy yarn for as long as I can, or probably finish this, do as much as I can on this. It's already 3 o'clock. My husband gets home at around 5:36, so a couple more hours. Hopefully we can finish it or get it almost done today. Okay, so I have the hat on now. We added the fluffiness to the bottom. It's looking really good. I'm really happy with it. We got more fluff in the back here, but it's basically almost done. I believe we have to do a front flap still, so I'm gonna do that, and then we have to add buttons so that this can go upwards. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm not really paying attention to where I have my mic, but yeah, that's kind of it. So next is just the flap part, the front flap. So it goes upwards and it'll stay like that. But I think it's cute. I don't know if I'll even do a flap like with the acrylic yarn. I might just do some fluffy yarn just like up here, so then I don't have to do any more work than I need to. Does that make sense? Because he's not gonna want to put it down anyways. Like the front flap is gonna stay up, so I might try that out. If not, then I'll do some rows of acrylic yarn and then the fluffy yarn, but I'm gonna try the fluffy yarn just on top of this first. I'm so irritated. I have literally all my buttons just on the floor. And I found this really cute gray one that I think would work perfectly. It looks a lot more black on camera, but I can't seem to find the other pair. And I'm very frustrated about it. I had to dump everything out to make sure I was thinking correctly or I didn't miss it. So I think I'm gonna have to use the black ones. I just thought it looked so good because it matches so well. But I'm gonna have to use the black ones, which is fine. I just didn't want to. I saw this one and I thought it would be perfect, but yeah, there's absolutely no way that I still have that button. It's gone. Used it for something. I have a feeling I did use it for something. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to use the black buttons. These are the buttons that I'm going to use. I got these at Hobby Lobby when I was doing the, the Coraline doll for Halloween for last year. I ended up using different buttons because these were a little too small. So I'm gonna use these black ones for this guy. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I do still need to crochet stuff for my market. So we're gonna add these buttons on and then see how it looks. Okay. We have it! It's done! I added the buttons and we have like the tiny little loop that holds the buttons as well. Not the biggest fan of the way that looks, but I don't really know any other way to fix that. But I think my husband will absolutely love it. So we got the little loop-de-loop right here to hold on the buttons. I did them quite small so that they didn't look so crazy when everything was off. You can kind of like push it down and you can't really see it, but it's fully done. I am very happy about it. Again, I think my husband will absolutely love it. This is the finished look. Oh, I'm very happy. Yeah, I think he'll love this for sure. Okay, this is gonna be it for today. I will see you on Thursday. I'm only gonna be crocheting stuff for him Tuesdays and Thursdays because he's actually gone for the majority of the day. So then I know for sure he won't come up here and ruin any surprises. So I will see you again later. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Paul heard me, for sure. Hey Paul, how you doing? Do I have to sign into this again? No, I think I already did it. Yeah! Gear, shift, cover, crochet. Hello and happy Thursday. I realized in my last clip that I did say that I'll see you yesterday or that I'll see you tomorrow, but realistically it's Thursday because I even believe I said it. I'm only working on my husband's gifts on Tuesdays and Thursdays because he's gone for the majority of the day and he's working. So it's like the perfect time. I don't have to worry about him coming home or anything. So it's Thursday. So the next pattern that I want to work on is going to be a gear shift little hoodie, but there's this Grim Reaper one that I thought was so cute. And so I'm going to do this one. I was going to freehand it, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna buy it. This one is from Ellen. Okay, I lied. I'm not gonna say this. Ellen Canterellens? Something like that. I'll link it down below. But I'm going to use this pattern. I've seen it so many times and I think it's so cute. She actually has a lot of them. Just a little Santa one. That's hilarious. Maybe I'll make that for my husband for Christmas. He wanted to do a little wreath on his S2K and he didn't end up doing it. But I think this little hoodie would be really cute. So we'll do that probably later. But I'm going to... I'm sorry, Paul can sometimes be really annoying. Can you just stay right here? Thank you. But he's also not. Perfect. So it's just purchased. I'm also making this one in acrylic yarn. And so I just... do I want to do that light gray? Let me look at the pattern. It is a not light gray, sorry, dark gray. Yeah, instead of a black, yeah. And then we'll do the dark gray that we used for the hat. Actually, I don't know, I might have to do it in a black to have more black, but I don't have any more of this gray. I got nervous for a second because I know I have this, right? This is the gray that we use. This is all I have left. So I didn't know if I had to use black instead. I really want to do the gray, but luckily I found this brand new skein. And it's not the same color. I feel like this one is a little bit more blue-esque. No, you know what? In different lighting, they actually look the same. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. I think they're the same color. But see, in this lighting with the yellow light, they look different. I don't know. I'm just going to use this so there's no color difference. And then I think it's just two different browns. Oh no, a brown and then a gray for the little thingy that he has. Okay, let's get started on this. I'm excited. Okay, so she recommends to use a 3mm hook. I'm gonna use a 3.5. I got this one from Flea's Collective on Instagram. She unfortunately doesn't ship to the US anymore, but I got this one. I also have another one that was very well loved. It was this cute mushroom one. You can tell how gross it is. This was the original color, but now it's just dirty and gross. So super cute. I really do like them, and it's cute. She even like stamps the number in there. I don't know if you can see that, but I really like them. I am gonna size down because she sizes down, or at least she uses a smaller hook. I don't want to whip out a 3mm, so 3.5 is where we're gonna go. So I'm still working on the little hoodie part of it. I've gone to the hood, I guess, the actual hood part of it. So we're doing that, and the little holes for the sleeves are cute. The thing is that my husband has just told me that he's not going to the shop today. So he's home right now. Makes me a little nervous, but he knows that I'm making gifts for him. So I just told him that he has to stay downstairs, or if he wants to come up here, he has to let me know so that I can hide all of this stuff so he doesn't see it. So it's okay, but not what I originally wanted. Life doesn't always go your way. So, but it's turning out really well. I was a little nervous on how like big it was, but I think it should work. It like fits my hand a little snug. Or not snug, but it fits my hand a little loose. So I'm hoping it's good. It looks cute. I really do like it. So I am very happy with this. But I'm going to keep working on this. This might be the only thing that I'm going to work on today for my husband, just because I still need to do some research and maybe even draw out a tapestry that I wanted to do. If anything, I think I can just make him the Jack card. That's what I'm thinking. No, I might do the 9. The 9 might be a little bit better because it'll be easier, and I can for sure make that. It won't be, maybe it won't take as long, but I don't know. It's either the Jack or the 9. Kind of figured out. And he said that his favorite, or he doesn't necessarily have a favorite suit, but the suit that he does like is the spade. So I'll be doing the spade probably in black would be better, so just a black and white card. Simple, I know, but he's not really into a lot of colors, so I think the black and white will be really good. But I'm gonna keep working on this, and then I'll meet up with you guys once he's completely done. Okay, we're done. It looks super freaking cute. I think it's so funny. And then like the little throttle, or the, what's it called? The gear knob will go in here. I think it looks so good. I am so happy with the way it turned out. So I did hot glue the sleeves and like all of this down, and then I sewed it as well just to make sure that it is super secure. It's done. Oh, it's so funny. I do need to buy some thinner needles for sewing in the ends. The only needles that I have right now are these really thick ones, especially like the little hole area. It doesn't go through this yarn, especially with how tight I crocheted it as well. So I need to buy that. But other than that, they are completely done. Hey, Paul. So other than that, they are completely done. So I'm so happy with the way it turned out. Like I said, this is the only thing I'm going to do today. I do need to do more research and maybe even draw up my tapestry idea. So I will see you probably on Tuesday. Okay, so this is day, I think 3 of crocheting gifts for my boyfriend. Or, whoa, he's not my boyfriend, he's my husband. So the last thing I wanted to make was a tapestry, and I was gonna do something for his like poker side of him. Like I said, he goes to poker with my dad and his friends. Well, I guess they're all friends now, but he goes every Friday, and I was gonna do like a poker card, but instead, I'm going to make a Barcelona tapestry. And so I saw this one on Pinterest, I think it was, and I really liked it. So I'm going to use a grid pattern for the, I guess, emblem of the Barcelona soccer team. And then I'm using Stitch Fiddle, my first time ever using that, to make the actual just Barcelona lettering. I tried to find the whole pattern or the whole grid that I originally wanted. in one grid, but it didn't end up working that way. So I used Stitch Fiddle just for the Barcelona letters, and then I'm going to use the grid pattern for the emblem, which should really be fine. We're gonna do that. Let's pick out the colors for this tapestry. Okay, so I have all of the colors for the whole tapestry. Just gonna be a normal white. I think I'm gonna make the base of it white. Do I have more of this? I don't, so let's hope this is enough. I think it should be. I think we'll be fine with this. The red for the top of the emblem. Then we have gold, or this. It's kind of, it looks more orangey because of the orange light. Hold on. So this is, it's more like a gold color. So we have that. Black for the outline. And then the yellow is like a highlighter yellow. I don't really have that. So I was thinking this one should be fine. Just because the other one's like this butter yellow, and I just don't think that works. So I think this one will be a lot better. So the problem with the blue is very blue. And so I was thinking this blue would work, but it looks a little bit darker. And then this blue is just way darker. But I made my step-by-step sweater from Florence Miller, and I hand dyed this blue, which honestly is the perfect shade of blue. So I think I'm going to use this. It is going to be a little bit thinner than all the other ones, so I'm hoping it won't affect it too much. Yeah, it's definitely thinner, so let's just hope it doesn't ruin it. So that's what I'm thinking. And then on the tapestry, or on the grid, the red on the bottom stripe look very red, but as I was looking online, they're a lot more of like a burgundy red, and I don't have that. So we're gonna do red as well, which sucks. I wish I did have something similar, but I don't. I mean, I do have this. This was kind of hidden, but that's still not even really that color. Like, no, it's like a maroon. This is just a little bit darker, so I think we're just gonna stick with red throughout. Yeah, I just don't have that color. But those are the colors that I have chosen. I'm also gonna do the whole Barcelona lettering in red as well, so we should be fine. I have this whole skein, and then I have more up there that you can kind of see. So let's just get started on it. This grid is so big. Like, just the emblem itself is 71 stitches tall, and then about 69 stitches wide. So it's gonna be a fun one. I'm hoping 2 days should be enough to get that done. That's the goal. That's the hope. Okay, so we have an update on the tapestry. I got the Barcelona part of it done. It looks so good. I'm honestly very impressed with myself. This is my first time ever, like, I guess, drawing out my own graph, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's letters, so it was kind of easy. And the floats are pretty good in the back, if I do say so myself. Well, because everything's kind of close together. I am gonna wind up the blue yarn and then get started on the hard part of the graph, so that'll be fun. That'll be very fun. I'm realizing that it's gonna suck. It's gonna be so hard to read, and I already knew that, but now that I'm like getting up to it, it's gonna be so much. Okay, well, you know what, it's worth it. So let's start this and hopefully get this halfway done. Did you just hit your head? I need to redo the numbers on the side that I have just for myself, so I can reference it because of this now. So I'm gonna do that real quick, wind up yarn, and then we'll get back to this. Okay, so my goal is to get halfway done of the main grid, so the emblem. I am halfway done with half of the grid pattern, if that makes any sense. So this is where let me not drop everything. This is where we are. Yes, my yarn is tangled. I don't care. I end up giving up very quickly with yarn when I'm doing tapestries, so it's just mixed. But it's looking so good. It's looking super good. I'm gonna take a break because I'm tired. My back hurts. I need to eat. Need some water. So I'll be back in like an hour, and then we'll finish the next half of this, hopefully. Okay, so a little update on the tapestry. So I worked on it today. Oh, happy Thursday. I worked on it today just a little bit. I maybe got about 6 rows done, because I know we were in the middle of the little emblem and it's basically done. I just need to do the top layer of black and then it'll be completely done. So we're pretty good. I'm at row 28 out of 71, so we still have quite a bit. That's a lot. We still have a lot to do. I'm hoping to get through it today. I don't know. I know the middle part of the emblem, like the FCB, it will be quite easy. Like this part won't be too bad, but then after that it just kind of just gets harder and harder. So yeah, let's get through this as much as we can. I can work on this later in the week if I really have to. I just prefer not to. I want to get it done today, and then maybe tomorrow we can block it. I also need to put the border, so maybe tomorrow we'll put on the border, block it, and then put it on the dowel later. I don't know. It'll all get done before the 20th. I know that for sure. Let's finish the red and blue, the lettering, and then I should fly by through that part. So I will be back once I'm done with the lettering, and then we'll be more than halfway through. We have a pretty good update. I have officially finished the lettering, so we have the FCB. It's looking so good. I just need to do the long black line to end this portion, and then we start with all that fun stuff. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm almost done. Not really. How many rows do I have left? Okay, not that bad actually. I just did the math and I only have 27 rows left. That's not too bad, and I'm not accounting for the 2 rows of just white, so that'll be easy. I don't even have to worry about that. And I think I'm gonna do the outline in black. I think that will look really good because the emblem is also in black. So we're getting there. There's also some mistakes. I know you guys won't be able to see it because it does look pretty good, but there's a mistake. Apparently what I've heard is that you need to make sure that there's like mistakes in your project so that your soul can leave when you die or whatever. I don't know. We're just gonna leave it. Also because I don't feel like going back. It's also like way down here, and I'm not doing that. I'm gonna take like a 30-minute break. I don't even want to keep doing this, but I have to. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna take a break, make some coffee because I'm getting tired, and then I'll be back in about 30. Okay, I've been working on this tapestry for about an hour, and we've gotten pretty far. I did get ahead of myself. I was supposed to record a little bit before I got to the white, but then I kind of just kept going. So I'm almost done with this part of the emblem. I think it was 9 rows away until the 2 white rows. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm so tired though. But I need to keep going. My back hurts. But I want to go through these last couple rows and just get this over with. I have moved downstairs so my dogs can run around and be annoying and get a decent amount of their energy out. Can you not? But they're out so they can get as much energy out as possible. Can you stop? I'm trying to talk. So, update on my tapestry. I have finished the last row of color. So all I have left is the gold, black, and white. So we're gonna we're gonna snip off these colors. Oh, it's so nice to have less colors. Working with multiple colors honestly sucks. I hate it, but it's gonna be all worth it. Also, my dog got stuck in my yarn, and so now it's all crazy. So I'm actually gonna deal with all of that later. So yeah, that's fun. That is the update that I have for right now. I'm gonna get these last rows done. It is almost gonna be 5 o'clock, so I wanna get this done and maybe put the border on and maybe even block it depending on how long that all takes. But I think I could block it today. I think I could. Even if my husband's here, I can just kick him out of the upstairs and we can get it done. But I want to get these last couple rows done. I'm going to stay down here for that. I only have 5 rows of color and then 2 more rows of just white and then the border. So that's what we're going to get done, and then we'll block it today. red yarn. I can't.
Red yarn?
Yes, I can't find it for the life of me. I used it for the fox, and I wound it up, and now I have no idea where it's at.
Thicker yarn?
Yeah. If you go into the closet, make sure you close the door or open the door very softly. I don't know. I did go into the closet, but I feel like I can't find it. No, that's all foxes.
Can I look in there?
No. Can you look in the closet for me, please?
Just open it slowly.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That's fucking cool. Dang. How long did that take you?
Like 2 days. So like 12 hours. About.
That's freaking awesome.
I was gonna have you cut the tapestry pole, but I was like, I feel like you might know it's a tapestry.
Dang. Thank you, baby. That's so cool.
And then I have 2 more things for you.
Dang, after we just won our first league cup too.
That's why that's why I did it like that. I was gonna do the poker card. I didn't know which card to do, either the 9 or the jack, and so then this happened.
Awesome.
And
That's super awesome.
Well, I'll add the pole today, and I'll have you cut it, and then we'll add it.
Thank you, baby. This is really
You want to
cool.
see your next
came out
2?
so good.
Want to see your other 2?
My other 2 right now? Okay.
So this one's for your car. I want to see if you'll know what it is.
Which car? Those 2?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's for the ship mount. That's awesome. This one came out really crazy.
Hopefully it
too.
fits.
It should. It should. It'll sit there. With his head down maybe, but that's freaking cool. This is perfect. I remember seeing this one. That's cool.
And then this is the one I don't think you'll use, but
I definitely will use this one. I wanted you to make it that day we saw it.
I know. But now that you're doing your lives, I don't know if you'll.
100%.
Okay, I don't know.
Even better.
That it fits, so it'll go on top and then it'll wrap around.
And
Yeah.
Button.
This
one's my favorite. That's crazy. This is so cool. Heck yeah, I can't wait. Thank you, babe.
Yeah, of course, my love.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Oh,
Of course.
These are cool. These are all super, super cool.
But yeah, see, I was gonna make like the poker card.
Spelled it wrong.
What?
I'm just kidding.
That's what you get. That's what you get. And look. That blue?
It's the blue you made.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have any of this blue, so I was like, I can
That's
just
cool.
use that.
Javi's gonna like it too. I'm gonna show him later.
I did forget your last gift when I was showing you everything.
Wow.
I
got
know.
3 gifts, but now I got 4. Alright, this is the coolest thing I've
Put
ever
it
seen.
on.
They have buttons too. Oh my
Yeah.
god. What? Fits. Damn, this is cool.
Yeah, that's the last one. I completely forgot about it. I did these
These come a
little.
little too high because they're not gonna cover my ear.
Are they supposed to still
Yeah,
cover
that's
your
the point.
ears?
It's supposed to go like that.
Oh. Okay, I can fix that. That's an easy fix.
This is so cool though.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's not fluffy all over, so
Yeah,
like the top of
perfect.
your head is still can
Breathable.
breathe. That's your last
insane.
gift.
That's so cool.
Okay, I'll fix
Good
these.
job.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Okay.
That's super cool, baby. If you need my head later, we can figure out where.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, baby.
You like it though? You're
I love
happy?
it. I love
Okay.
it. The colors are perfect too. I love you.
I love you. So that's basically it for this video. The only thing that's left is to put these little thingies further down, just because I guess it's not supposed to go all the way up to still cover his ear. I don't know. So that needs to be fixed. This tapestry, he wants to just hang it up already, and I don't feel like putting on the dowel, so he's just gonna hang it up. So there's not gonna be any dowel to it, which is fine. I mean, it's the same thing. So he's going to thumbtack this onto the wall where he has all of his gaming stuff. But that is it for this video. I did end up giving his gifts a little sooner just because I wanted to get this video out before his birthday, so the 19th, which is when it needs to come out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys like any of these gifts, and let me know what gifts that you guys have made for your loved ones. I would love to know. Love some more ideas, inspiration, all that stuff. If you guys like this video, you know, you can like, comment, and subscribe. That's the one free thing that you can do to support your favorite creators. So please do so. I very much appreciate it. I post new videos every Monday and occasionally on Thursdays. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you next week. Bye. Love ya. Mwah.